look at the point that you got to,
Yes.
and I wanted to talk a little bit about that before we move on, as to when you were at your highest weight. I remember seeing in one of your stories about the damage that you did to your car once, right?
Right.
And then you went on the airline. And so what happened when you went on the airline?
I was standing at the boarding gate and handed her my boarding pass, and she literally looked me up and down like this. And she said, "You're going to have to buy another ticket." She said, "You can't fit in one seat." And I got goosebumps telling you that story because that was really hard to hear. And I remember I traveled a lot for my job. And so I would be sitting in the airline seat like this because you're trying not to encroach on other people because it's rude, and but now I tell you, if I have to fly and somebody's large sitting next to me, let them spread out. I'm just okay because I understand how it feels. And you don't want to make people feel less than, or and it because, and like you said, yes, my car, the seat bracing underneath my car like went through the bottom of the car, and because I was so heavy, the seat broke. And I still am surprised when I can fit through little spaces, because you can't. When you're that large, you are always knocking over things, and and you could never sit in a booth at the restaurant. You always had to get a table. There were so many things that were just totally humiliating, but I just never really, I just didn't think about it because that's just how it was. And I don't know. I don't know. It's very sad because there's a lot of people that are just that large or larger nowadays, even based on the fact that the diets have gotten worse since in the last 11 years since I've been doing this.
Mhm. And you had said that even though you were that heavy, you felt like you were healthy, I guess, because there
Yes.
was no major issue staring you in the face. It wasn't until you got the type
Right.
2 and everything that maybe reality started to slip in
Yes.
there.
Yes.
I wanted to talk about the process of losing all of that weight. Like, it doesn't happen quickly. It takes a while. You've got to stick with it, and a lot of times we read about people having lost 100 pounds, 200 pounds, and we're happy. And it's like, it's great, but we don't hear about the battles that they have to fight along the way, because it's not like, okay, you lost what, 230 some
36,
pounds.
236.
You didn't lose 10 pounds a week for X amount of weeks, and it just went beautifully until it was all off right there. Tell me about, was there ever a time when you stalled and the weight stopped and you wondered what's going on here? And then you have to make a tweak or you have to make a change. Like, did you ever face that?
I did. And I might not be typical on this, Anthony, because I just always focused on my health. I'm just like, I'm eating the right things. My blood is flowing better. My oxygen's flowing better. Everything, all my organs are working better. So I said, it's not about the weight, it's about the health. And so I really focused on the health, and I just knew that my body would get to its natural weight because I was eating what humans are designed to eat. And so I really never fretted too much about the weight. I was more, and still am, concerned mainly about the health benefits of it, which of course, bottom line for me still is the Alzheimer's thing. But and that's probably not typical because I've never gone off plan. I've never, this is my health and I want to be here on this planet for a long time. So there is no other option for me. I don't give myself any other option.